So something irreversible is happening at the economy and in the job market right now. And it's just a lot of people do not want to face it. The truth is that a lot of people, especially college students, are being prepared and are spending a lot of time and a lot of money learning skills that are just not going to matter even in a few years from now. The education system, the job market, and even the concept of work is completely changing and it's not going to look at all like it is looking right now, just in a few years, let alone 2030. Because the systems that once promised us job security, like a stable job, stable careers, that's just not going to be the case anymore. So you can't stop it. You can't pretend that that's not happening. This is just not going to help you. You can just avoid it. You can opt out of it. So you either adapt to what is coming or you get replaced. It's going to be either one of those two. So even if you want to say to yourself, I just want a simple life. I don't care about having a lot of money. I don't care about having a fancy car. You're still going to have to adapt. Just like you needed to learn how to use a cell phone, just like you needed to learn how to use a computer, just like you needed to learn how to send emails, it's just all the basic things that you do right now. You're going to have to learn certain skills and you're going to have to make sure that you have certain skills in place for the world that is coming. And this is what this video is going to be about. There's 3 specific skills that you need to master if you want to become relevant and if you want to just make sure that you at least you can make money to survive and you can at least take care of yourself. And it's even more than that. If you master these skills, you're not only going to be able to take care of yourself and you're not only going to be able just to make money, you can thrive. Because while most people expect for things to go back to normal, you and people who take action are going to be the ones who thrive, and they're going to be part of the small group of people that figure it out and they're having a great lifestyle in the 2030s. So if it's your first time here, my name is Jesse Tyler. I'm an author, writer, and entrepreneur who built a one-person business around my ideas, and now I help men do the same. I teach men how they can stop trading time for money, and for things that they already know, they can start building digital products and services and leave the job market and start building a life that revolves around who they are, what they know, and how they live. So if this content interests you, make sure you subscribe. So here's the situation that I'm seeing. White-collar workers, accountants, marketers, HR people, analysts, even managers are already realizing that the ground under them is shifting. For decades, office jobs symbolize stability. So white-collar workers right now are starting to feel what factory workers felt in the 1980s. That creepy sense that the system just doesn't need them that much anymore, they're starting to feel it, and they're right to feel themselves that way. So these skills that are going to break right now, they're not optional. Just like it's not optional for you not to have a phone, or just like it's not optional for you just not to have a Gmail account. This is something that you must learn. And let's start with skill number 1.
Skill 1, writing and communication. If you can't communicate clearly online, you basically don't exist. Because in today's world, communication isn't just about talking, it's about being seen, understood, and trusted. Your ability to express ideas through writing, video, or visuals is one of the most valuable skills you can build. In a world where algorithms amplify noise, clarity is how you stand out. If people don't understand what you do, they can't connect with you. If they can't connect, they won't trust you. And if they don't trust you, they won't buy from you, follow you, or believe in what you stand for. Writing is no longer optional. It's a survival skill. It forces you to think clearly. It takes chaos and turns it into meaning. Every sentence you write reflects how well you think, and that's something AI can't imitate. As AI floods the internet with content, human communication, real, thoughtful, emotional, will become the rarest and most valuable thing online. The world will need people who can take complexity and make it simple. People who can make others feel something real. So if you want to stay relevant, learn to write, learn to express, learn to connect. Because the future doesn't belong to those who post the most, it belongs to those who communicate the clearest.
Alright you guys, so if you're getting value out of this video, make sure you go and check the link in the description. I made a free PDF for you explaining exactly what's going on in today's job market and the multiple ways that from things that you already know, you can start creating digital products and services so you can start leaving the job market and create systems around who you are, what you know, and how you live. There's also some information about the dating dynamics, which is a topic that I do cover a lot as well. So yeah, go there, check the link in the description, completely free, and let's continue with the video.
Skill 2, systems thinking and automation. You need a clear vision and a new way of thinking, because the person who builds systems will replace the person who performs tasks. Systemization is the new intelligence. Most people still chase motivation, But the new economy rewards structure. In a world flooded with tools, information, and opportunity, discipline isn't enough anymore. What matters is how you design the system that keeps you consistent, creative, and efficient. Most people will be forced into becoming creators, not because everyone wants to be a YouTuber or influencer, but because creation will become the last refuge of human originality and adaptability. We're entering a world where AI handles 80 to 90% of repetitive work. What's left for humans is creativity, interpretation, strategy, and taste, things machines can't replicate. But here's the paradox. Even creativity needs systems. That's the part most people don't realize. It's not enough to be creative. You have to engineer an ecosystem around your creativity. If you're a writer, that means automated publishing and distribution. If you're a coach or consultant, it means onboarding systems, payment automation, and content pipelines. If you're building a one-person brand, it means workflows that let you create, post, and sell without burning out. In other words, you'll have to systemize around yourself. Your ideas become the product. Your digital infrastructure becomes the business. Last but not least, skill 3. Awareness, adaptability, and strategic open-mindedness. This is the root skill of the future. The ability to step back and see both yourself and the environment you're operating in. Most people are sleepwalking through life, reacting, scrolling, consuming, while the landscape shifts beneath them. Real awareness means constantly asking yourself, what's actually happening in the world right now? Where am I in relation to it? What game am I playing? And do I still want to play it? People with that level of perception can pivot before they're forced to. That awareness becomes their early warning system. Adaptability isn't just about being flexible. It's about retraining your brain as industries, tools, and opportunities change. In practical terms, that means learning new tools without emotional resistance, letting go of outdated identities. I'm a marketer, I'm a designer. Reframing yourself as a problem solver, and moving fast, from curiosity to learning to implementation. The adaptable will eat the rigid alive. The future punishes boredom. If you stop learning, you become irrelevant. Curiosity, the genuine drive to explore and make sense of new things, will be your fuel source. It keeps your awareness alive, your adaptability sharp, and your systems evolving. That combination, awareness, adaptability, emotional intelligence, and curiosity, will separate those who flow with change from those who get crushed by it.
Alright, you guys, so I hope that it was useful for you to see exactly the skills that you're going to need to make sure you thrive in the next new economy. And if you see, these skills are something that they're not very complex in that everybody can do. I'm going to go over here a little bit. So writing and communication, this is essential. You're going to have to make sure that you know how to like explain yourself, that you know how to write, to make sure that you deal with prompts. So the second skill, system thinking and automation, is also crucial because you are going to need to create systems around yourself and to use the tools out there. Make sure that you stay relevant in the new job market or economy as it is or as it will be in the future. And the third skill, which is probably the most important out of these three, awareness, adaptability, and strategic open-mindedness. And this skill was always needed in the world, but now more than ever. You have to have basic comprehension skills to understand how the world works and your role in it. You have to move from more of a passive role, scrolling, consuming, reacting, sleepwalking. You cannot just be like that anymore. You have to make sure you are awake and that you actually understand systems and you understand the modus operandi of how things are going to be moving forward. So yes, the world's completely changing. It changed from finding a job to build a system. From working hard to working smart, which you have to do both anyways. You have to stay adaptive, you have to stay valuable, and you have to stay visible. So those who understand these shifts and are able just to take advantage of it, you're going to thrive. You're going to be one of those few people that is able to make a lot of money and is able to have a good standard of living because you saw this coming. You were able to adapt yourself. Most people are going to struggle, especially if we are moving in a world where food stamps and also unemployment benefits are not going to be probably very reliable moving forward. So it's not the strongest, it's not the smartest, or the most intelligent who survives is the one that is most responsive to change and the most adaptable to their environment. I believe that this idea is contributed to Charles Darwin, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, stay adaptable, stay relevant, stay visible. If you want to see the video that I made about the collapse of the 9 to 5, check it out. The link is over here.